All right, no intros. We not doing intros this time. Usually, I like to give my little intros, but we ain't doing that this time. We're going straight into this rant. This is gonna be a rant video, so please forgive me if I sound very annoyed or just unenergized or whatever. This rant has been on my mind for a long period of time. When I first even started the channel, I said either two things. I said either I'm gonna rant about fucking the MCU Spider-Man, and I'm gonna rant about the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I think it's finally time, now that we're at the 15th anniversary of Assassin's Creed, to finally talk about this franchise. Because to me, Assassin's Creed was one of, if not one of my favorite franchises. You know, next to Devil May Cry, I loved Assassin's Creed. You could not tell me I was not a Assassin's Creed fan. You know, I had the fucking hoodies. You know, I read pretty much all the comic books at that time and the books. You know, I was so enthralled in the world of Assassin's Creed that you couldn't tell me shit. I had all the hidden blades for the Assassin's Creed characters, uh, each one. So for me, like, this series means a lot. You know, I've been to fucking Comic Con. I've you know taken pictures with people, cosplay, all that shit, man. Like, I'm not showing you my cosplay pictures because they're embarrassing, but like, I fucking loved Assassin's Creed. Like, a lot of people would love Call of Duty. This was my Call of Duty because it was an annual game. And for me, looking at the Ubisoft forward um, direct and getting to the Assassin's Creed showcase, and just looking back at all the previous Assassin's Creed games, looking at the fan base, looking at the community and all that, and then looking at the future, I had this overwhelming sense of happiness, and then this overwhelming sense of pure sadness as we got into the future of Assassin's Creed. Because looking at the past, it brought back a lot of good memories I had with the franchise. But looking at the future just reminded me of why I stopped loving Assassin's Creed, why I do no longer no care for this franchise. And what that showcase has shown me is that Assassin's Creed has done, well, Ubisoft has done the bare minimum with Assassin's Creed. Now, I know people's going to say, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? For me, Assassin's Creed, again, was a unique franchise because it played with history. And one of the cool things is that it was a stealth game. And that a stealth game, you know, it was the most unique stealth game I've ever played, which was, you know, you was hiding in plain sight, but you really wasn't. Thanks to the social system, the social stealth, you were like going in between crowds and like assassinating people. That was the cool shit about Assassin's Creed. And all the Assassin's Creed games, including 4, which I've always gone on record and say 4 doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It is an Assassin's Creed game. All the Assassin's Creed game up until, I want to say, the RPG ones, has always tried its best to do social stealth and do stealth correctly, do combat correctly, and just make you live in that time period. You know, whether it be the First Crusade, whether it be Italy, the French Revolution, all these great time periods. These are the Assassin's Creed games that have done a great job of making you feel it. And the newer ones, I just look at them and I just don't feel it. I don't feel it, man. And I would say where the franchise really hit its peak, or the last true Assassin's Creed game, was Unity. I still argue up to this day, while Unity, yes, had a buggy launch and had one of the worst launch, which kind of sealed the fate of the Assassin's Creed series for me. It had the most responsive parkour system. It had the best stealth mechanics. It had the best combat. It had the best infiltration slash playground of assassinations. It had the best of everything. And also it had the coolest multiplayer where you and four friends can just assassinate motherfuckers. You know, it was truly an Assassin's Creed game. It was the height of Assassin's Creed games for me personally. But when we got into this RPG franchise, and even Unity to some extent, when we got Assassin's Creed, just became something different. It became something horrible. It became something lame. And I think it's because, Ubisoft has a very bad track record of Ubisofting things. And what do I mean? Ubisofting for me is when you just feel like the game just feels like a Ubisoft game. Like it just feels like it's very bland, like nothing, like you just pad shit just to pad shit. You just added a bunch of missions that is not meaningful or not impactful. Everything about it, it felt like no heart or no real passion was made when they made that game. You look at Far Cry, you look at a lot of the Ubisoft games, they feel like that. It feels like a oil machine has just made these fucking games, and it just really is baffling to me why Assassin's Creed ever needed to be an RPG. To me, Assassin's Creed was always unique based off of everything I just said, because of the parkour, because of the social stealth, because of the story. Assassin's Creed was always unique. So to go from a stealth game to an RPG game made no fucking sense to me. And it wasn't even like you did RPG correctly. What you basically did was take The Witcher 3's format, but fuck it up. I look at Assassin's Creed now and I just see like clones of Witcher. Broken, bummy, dollar discount Witcher games. And I feel like the thing that Witcher got right, which these newer Assassin's Creed games don't get right, is the freedom of expression. That's one. But most importantly, Witcher has side content that is meaningful and impactful. What do I mean by that? Everyone brings up their favorite mission in Witcher 3 is the Baron Whole side quest. That whole side quest, everyone keeps talking about like that's the best side quest in the game. That's the best side quest in the game. I would agree, even though I don't technically believe that's a side quest. I think that's a main story quest, but it's done so well that you don't even realize that it's kind of feels like a main side quest. Me personally, my favorite quest in Witcher 3 has always been, I believe, the Last Wish, and it's Geralt and Yennefer trying to break the spell that has them cursed together to always be together, and throughout the whole game, Yennefer is kind of on your ass. Like I never really liked Yennefer. I was like, I don't fucking like her. She's always talking shit. She's always so fucking mean. Fuck this girl. But throughout that whole side quest, and especially when you get to the ending, you really get to know Yennefer. And you really get to understand why Yennefer is the way how she is. And you really get to see why Geralt loves her and why she loves Geralt. And that's why when you get to the end of that side quest, and if you choose to say, well, I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, I've decided to move on, she's generally upset. Like, she's generally mad because, she generally loves Geralt. It's not the spell that's keeping it together. It's their general love for each other that keeps them together. Like that to me was so beautiful. And throughout the whole game, I was hating on them. And at the end, I was like, I love Yennefer. Even though Yennefer's a fucking asshole because she asshole, I was like, I get her. I get her. I get she would do anything for Geralt. And that's why that mission's impactful to me. To me. What does Assassin's Creed have? Name me one mission out of Assassin's the RPG, all the RPG games, that's not a funny gag, that is memorable, that is genuinely memorable. I can't fucking think of any. And I played Origins and Odyssey. it is what it is. I also think a lot of the characters, especially when you get to Origin, when you get to Odyssey, I think a lot of the characters are not all that great. A lot of the main characters, like I never cared for Cassandra. I never cared for her plight and what she had to do. I never cared for any of that shit. I just don't care. I think Origins did it better. Like I didn't care all too much for Bayek. I actually care for Bayek's wife way more. Because it always seemed like she was just like reflecting. She never wanted to bring up the trauma. She was just like, oh my god, we just gotta assassinate motherfuckers. Like, oh Cleopatra, I'm with you, girl. Like her character is actually way more interesting. Which I always felt like she should have been the fucking main character. She should have been the founder of the Assassin's Creed Order, but that's beside the point. Yeah, like just I don't care for the characters. I don't care for the side missions. The games are bloated, and most importantly, and this is the biggest one, this one hurts my soul as an Assassin's Creed fan. The DLCs, in particular, the microtransactions and how they handle microtransactions are fucking horrendous for Assassin's Creed games. It breaks my heart to see cosmetic items for a single player game that originally never needed to happen. You look at the previous Assassin's Creed games, you look at Assassin's Creed 2 in particular, Assassin's Creed 2, in order to earn Altair's armor, you legit had to go and collect a bunch of pieces to get that armor, and it was a badass armor. But you had to collect that armor. You had to earn that armor by doing these little parkour sections. And those parkour sections was great. It was well designed. It harkened back to Prince of Persia parkour elements that you free roaming in the single player. I mean, in the main story. That was fascinating. It built upon that. It taught you how to be better at Assassin's Creed. And then you get to this shit and it's kind of like, oh yeah, well, that unicorn fucking shit that you could probably earn in the game. Nah, we're gonna charge it as fucking cosmetic and microtransactions. Yeah, we're gonna have some random kid just sit down on the fucking floor and just sell you every week new items that you can only get from the fucking that you can only pay for through money. And for what I've seen of the newer Assassin's Creed games like Valhalla, because I haven't played Valhalla. I've looked up the story, but I haven't played up Valhalla. For what I've gathered, like a lot of the microtransaction stores, like a lot of the items that's in there you cannot get from just playing the game, which is baffling to me. It's fucking baffling. All those suits, all those cool cosmetic suits, nah, fuck all that. You gotta pay for that. So it just shit like that. It just hurts the series, and why I just stopped playing Assassin's Creed. Why I stopped trying to love Assassin's Creed, man. Like Odyssey was like the it was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I was just like, no. So after 7 years of not giving a fuck about this franchise, the franchise is finally, Ubisoft is like, we're finally back. Mirage is coming. It's gonna be true to form. It's finally gonna be in a stealth Assassin's Creed game. You're finally gonna be able to social stealth, and you're finally gonna be able to do all this crazy shit. And I just look at it and it's like, so you mean we're finally getting an Assassin's Creed game? And I think the moment that kind of hurt is when I watched the trailer and I felt absolutely nothing. And I was like, huh. So we're just gonna just use typical Assassin's Creed iconography. We're gonna use fan service to win our customers back. Customers like me who has like really not been feeling the franchise in a long time. You know, that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna fucking do. Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry. Well, that's not gonna fucking work. That's the bare minimum. That should be automatically what's in an Assassin's Creed game. You know, I shouldn't have to beg and plead to go back to a traditional Assassin's Creed game. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. And that's great, Ubisoft, that you can sit here and say, well, it's true traditional Assassin's Creed. But I ain't seen no fucking gameplay. You made the cardinal fucking sin of not showing gameplay. Oh, but we have this actress who has a badass voice doing is you're gonna be your mentor. I don't give a fuck. I want to see fucking gameplay, bro. And it's just like I sat there and I was just like, bro, what is this? Or is this really what it is? I cannot be the only one that thinks this shit looks dumb. And then I go online and I just see all of you guys just fall for it, and it breaks my heart. Like, I see so much people like, oh my god, we're excited because it's truly back to form. I'm like, so we're just going off of Ubisoft word? Ubisoft, the same company that was like, that has problems with their work ethics, and like female employees have been constantly been saying it's been a bad place to work at for women. This is the same company that said in Unity we don't want to make a female model for multiplayer. This is the same company that couldn't let Bayek's wife actually be the main assassin. It's like, because she's referenced multiple times in the fucking series. But no, she's not the founder, she's the co-founder. But Bayek, a character we never even seen, is the fucking main character and is the founder. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Yeah, y'all can believe that shit. I don't believe shit Ubisoft says, man. Get that bullshit out of here. You know, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I gotta talk like this, but it's so, it you know, a lot of people give Marvel shit for relying on nostalgia, or, you know, feel very like corporate. But y'all not gonna give Ubisoft the same fucking credit, same fucking criticism for basically doing the same shit? We literally have an Assassin's Creed codename Red, or whatever, the Japanese feudal Japan Assassin's Creed game people's been asking for a long time. And I just was like dumbfounded when I heard that information. I was like, now you guys are listening to your fan base? Now? When a better Assassin's Creed game has come out already? Which is fucking Ghost of Tsushima? Because Ghost of Tsushima is my game of the year. And I know I don't talk a lot about it, but the reason why it is my favorite game of that year, of 2020, was because that game literally is an Assassin's Creed game. It is everything I want an Assassin's Creed game to be. From the fucking time period to the characters, the love and attention to detail in terms of characters, in terms of the world they've created. The world of Tsushima, the fucking island itself, is so beautiful. The stealth mechanics is so good. The combat is so good. Everything about it. Honestly, if you just change a couple of things, it could easily be an Assassin's Creed game. And that, and just the fantasy of being a samurai / assassin is fucking beautiful in that game. And 10 times better what the fuck Ubisoft been doing with Assassin's Creed lately. There's no level gating in Ghost of Tsushima. It's just go here, do that, you figure it out. The game never once punishes you for doing anything. It's just, the game tells you figure it the fuck out. Freedom of choice. Assassin's Creed games do not allow you to do freedom of choice. Why? Because it's a level based. You have to go to a particular area. You can't be in that particular area. You can't do this. You can't do that. You got to go in this. You got to stay in your perimeter. And it's fucking stupid. It is fucking stupid. And it pisses me off. It generally pisses me off. To the point where I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. And you're getting an Assassin's Creed Jade. Assassin's Creed Jade. I'm like, okay, that's great that you're making it for mobile. Where's the Switch version? Where's a Switch exclusive game for fucking Assassin's Creed? Don't tell me no fucking Raging Rabbids. Mario and Raging Rabbids. Get that dumb shit out of here. Like, there's a whole fan base that would love to play an Assassin's Creed game and stop re-releasing the old Assassin's Creed games on that fucking console. There was a bunch of fans that would love to play the fucking new Assassin's Creed games. And you mean to tell me you can't make one for Assassin's Creed fans? For the Switch fans? That's bonkers. Like, I just am so fed up with this series, and this is kind of the reason why I've been so done with this series. I will say Codename Hex could be interesting. Only because that's the witch trials. That's gonna take place in the time period of that, so that could be kind of cool. But seeing as though I don't really care for the how they don't really do a good job of integrating the time period with the actual characters and making me feel for the characters and actually make me feel for the world, I don't know. I just could care less. And I guess that's the point of it, is that I just think at this point they don't care, and it is what it is. Fans are going to eat it up. I feel like I'm just been rambling on, but fans are going to eat it up, and that's fine, I guess. But I just am not impressed by how Assassin's Creed has been handled. And I was really hoping that, since this is the 15th anniversary of Assassin's Creed, I would fucking be excited. I would be like, oh man, I'm putting back in the fucking on the hitting blades, and I'm about to run down the fucking streets and start shanking people with a toy Assassin Creed toy thingy things. That was just me, but I guess the final thing to say is this, and I'm gonna wrap up this video because it's getting depressing. So I'll say this. I look at a tweet from my girl, Sparrow Hunter. Check out her YouTube channel. She's fucking cool. Miss Capcom. I call her Miss Capcom. She's so fucking cool. Anywho, and she wrote a tweet about Devil May Cry always having to wait 5 years for a Devil May Cry game, and how that's fucking annoying and whatnot. And I said it to myself, and I say it all the time. I would rather wait 10 fucking years for a Devil May Cry game. Why? Because I know in 5 years I'm gonna miss Devil May Cry. And when Devil May Cry 6 come out, I know it's gonna be made with passion. It's gonna be made with heart. It's gonna be made with love and care, and the most up-team fucking effort is gonna be put into. This shit, what they showed off, just seems like corporate bullshit. This whole Assassin's Creed, new future of Assassin's Creed, this unity that they're talking about, this shit, this whole new Assassin's Creed just feels like Disney-fied, in the sense of we just gotta put shit out just because we gotta put shit out, but we don't have the fucking heart to actually do anything. And It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart to that Assassin's Creed has come to this, and it is what it is. I guess I'll just be waiting for Ghost of Tsushima 2. And I guess I'm gonna just peek in once in a while to see what's going on with Assassin's Creed. But other than that, I'm not excited for anything. Not even this true to form Assassin's Creed game. But you know, maybe it'll change my mind. Maybe it'll be a great game. But it is what it is. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, rate, all that fun stuff. Sorry if this was a long video, and sorry if it was very ranty. I just had to get this shit off my chest because it was a long time coming. Anywho, hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your opinion, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.